Yo, what's going on, people? This is my Shattering concoction build, and I am actually quitting this build for a few reasons. But one, I mean, my defenses are not that great because I'm running rarity. I do have some rarity on my gear, like 60 here, then about 40, and I do have 30 here, so we have 130 rarity on gear, which is not, it's not insane, but it's good. It's enough. It's what you want for a baseline right now as 0.1 patch. But yeah, there's also the reason that I'm lagging in crazy breaches, crazy delirium and stuff like that. I'm just lagging. And the thing is, with concoction, you cannot use heralds. And heralds, they just pop just like that. They just explode and it just kills everything. In like a small time frame. But with this, since we don't have attack damage and we can get it, we can cheese it a bit by getting a second slot, second weapon, second bow that has high fizz, and then we can still get herald on this weapon slot, and then you can scale it. But then you only get like to like 4k damage, maybe a bit less, like 3-4k on your heralds, and it's not enough to actually like chain and have good clear. It's just not enough. So what we're using is cast on freeze with freezing mark, and this thing is very nice. It just chains off like crazy, and it gets your clear from like 0 to 100. So yeah, we use cast on freeze with freezing mark. We do get ambush, which gives us 100% more crit chance on full life enemies, which helps the chain a lot. And since we have 52% crit chance, we basically get 100% crit chance on the full life mobs that the Nova hits. So it's pretty good for that. And then we have the +1 to limit, which just makes it even more powerful. And this is my special thing that I've been using. I have not seen people using this. It's a bit scuffed. It's a bit weird. But I'm using potential to consume power charges. We don't care about the buff. This like 30% more chance to crit hit is nice, but we just don't use it on this because we have 100 basically. But it can help crit on the first enemy or just some random enemy if it doesn't have full HP. But the reason we're using this is because on the tree we're getting these nodes here that give us in total 60% increased crit damage bonus, which goes very hard with the multipliers. I can show you, we have this node here, which gives us 50% increased damage bonus during flask effect. And you see my DPS and then my crit damage bonus, which is 4,122. And then if I pop the potion, you see my tooltip and then my multiplier, it goes up by like 670%, I believe. No, 667, which is insane. And that's from 50 crit bonus. And so we're getting 60 on top when we're consuming power charges. So how do we consume power charges? Well, we have to generate them first. And we use combat frenzy. It gives us frenzy charges when we freeze, usually. But then we use resonance, which turns our frenzy charges into power charges. And every time we shoot Shattering Concoction, well, we just use the skill, whatever, it basically freezes instantly. And with cast on freeze just happens all the time. So we always have power charges basically. And with those power charges, they're consumed almost instantly by the freezing mark getting cast. And so we're getting these bonuses I'd say like every second, basically every 1 or 2 seconds. And this gives us a buff for 4 seconds. Recently refers to 4 seconds. So we always have this as long as we're like killing mobs, as long as we're like throwing concoction at mobs. This does not work super well with the boss because you can't chain freeze like crazy. So you do get the buff a little, but then it disappears. But this is not bossing character. I mean, you've seen the HP. This is not built for bossing. It can work, but I mean it works. But if you're fighting the top bosses, you'll have some trouble, some issues. So I would not recommend this for bossing. And I'm on budget right now. This is not something crazy. I didn't have crazy gear before, but I like to have budget gear. I think that's what I like, and I'm not comfortable just showing a build that's like 80 div or more, or just mirror tier, because that's just, you know, the way I play the game. I don't get much currency, and I think most people don't get much currency, and I want most people to be able to do something like that. But yeah, we're using Pathfinder with Shattering Concoction, obviously, more charges. This is nice because the bonus I'm getting, the crit damage bonus I'm getting from Flask, can be permanently there, because we get enough charges to sustain the 3 second duration. It's actually more than that because I have is this one? Yeah, more Flask effect duration. I think there's something else giving us, is it this? No, I'm not sure, but we do have, oh yeah, it's just 15%. But testing it out, it's about 3.5 seconds that it lasts. So every 3.5 seconds, or like 3.5 seconds, you just press Flask. It's a bit annoying. I don't like that. But it's such a huge bonus that it's pretty nice. So you have to press those, and it's actually a good part of survival. So if I didn't have those flasks spammable often and with some extra recovery, I would just die. I mean, this is just Grim Feast, and the potion is what it's all about. That's what you want. So that's the skill tree. We can get another power charge bonus here with the energy shield, but I don't have the points right now. I believe the other points are just used for important things, so I have not found a way to just put these up. But you can get more defense here. You can get more evasion here, more evasion here. The next few levels, I mean, there are so many potential things you can get. I mean, there's other crit chance nodes here. Pretty expensive though to get. But I do have like crit chance here, crit bonus here. You know, there's a bunch of stuff, but right now, this is the tree. Most important things are just crit, overall crit, and we need attack speed because we're not using Hallway, and Hand of Wisdom in action because it's expensive. It might get nerfed in the next few days, and yeah, yeah, just use. I wanted budget, man. I don't care. I was using it, and it's really nice for the attack speed. It's saving you a few points. Like you can clear these, because this is just for attack speed. Because we're unarmed. Yeah, the attack is unarmed, but we're not considered unarmed because we have these things, so we only get the attack speed bonus, but it's still 20% attack speed, which is absolutely insane compared to other stuff like 3 points here and you get 14%. Yeah, here it's a lot of attack speed, but then you just have so many points to use, but 3 points like this, 20% attack speed is insane. But yeah, the rest is just completely useless. Just don't use that. Like this, I wish this worked. It doesn't work. Yeah, that's the tree. You can get more evasion. I have 81% at the moment. That's enough for me. It works super well. And I do have max res on everything. We use CI because I don't want to bother with chaos damage. I think it's annoying to just get chaos stuff on gear, and it's more expensive and whatever. Now we just get energy shield. Yep, so the gear is just, I have evasion on this. It was just laying around. I just picked it up. But you could get energy shield. I mean, the best is hybrid. Just energy shield, evasion. That's what you want everywhere, basically. Except the helmet, because we're using... Nope, that's not it. Yeah. This, which like makes us more than double dip. I mean, we're getting like 640 evasion from that, and the 300 energy shield. Yeah, there are ways to get energy shield. I could get it to like 4.2k. I believe I managed to, but you need to path here, get these points. You can get to here too, but you're just losing damage. And I mean, the big thing about this build is damage. If you want clear, you want damage, and even if you got like 4k energy shield, which goes up to like 8k with Green Feast, you're not, I mean, you're still dying to the same shit. If you get like overwhelmed, you just get snapped, stun, and then you die. Or the game is so slow and lagged out because there are 80 mobs just around you, and your wind dancer just popped, which just pushed them, pinned them, and maimed them, and then I don't know. It becomes so messy. Clearing top tier breaches, I get like 20-30 FPS. It's so annoying, which is why I'm not playing this anymore. I need something that can one tap the whole breach, man. So yeah, I'm playing like some attribute stacking bull. Yeah, but I think this build is really cool, and I enjoy it. And you can get heralds here with bonus. I mean, yeah, you can still use the heralds if you want, and just like if you're not going energy shield, if you don't want the power charge thing, if you're not going CI, if you can set this up differently. You can push this to endgame. I've seen a lot of people, but it's not. I think my version is just the most satisfying, most simple, most like budget friendly. The highest budget spenders here are widowhail and the quiver. The quiver, I mean, it gets really expensive for the right mods. This one, it's decent. I just wanted dexterity because I had Hoe before, and there's just, everything that needs dexterity, it's so annoying to get on the tree. Because I want to cast on freeze. Highest level I can get it to cast more often these marks, and so it's one. Oh, I can just do this. I was pointing with my finger. I'm so dumb. Okay, so it's 191 int here, and getting this is not easy on a build like this. So yeah, this saves your life. The 25 dex. This is what it goes down to when you don't have the quiver. Yeah, it gives like 120 dexterity, so it saves your life. I could get dexterity down here. I just still have it on tree because I was trying out with the other setup, but it wasn't satisfying. It's not good clear. It's not. Just don't. It works to use a herald on second slot, but just don't do it. It's not worth. It's just not worth right now. So, damage wise, is it good? This looks what? 38. Oh, okay. This is like with the potion, we have potion at all times, so it's 390, and then you have to factor into account all this. We get 50,000 more at least, so we get like to 450k, and then we get 100 crit bonus from full life. So maybe that's like 570k, something like that. Once we get the bonuses, and then we got Ice Bite on here, which gives us a bunch more damage, and then we have the increased damage if you've crit hit recently, which is 70% more. You can get here 36% more if you've crit hit recently, so you get to like 106 like increased damage if you're crit hit. I'm using the skill speed right now because I need the attack speed. I don't have it on gloves because I'm using rarity. But if you don't want to go rarity, just get attack speed on gloves and call it a day. Just skip that. Or get a hallway. If you get hallway, you can skip all this. You can skip all this. So you get 1, 2, 3. Well, you're still spending those points, but you do save 3 points here, so that's good. And you do save on the attack speed on quiver. Ideally, I would have attack speed on here, but I wanted dexterity, and we absolutely need +2 projectile skills and 30% increased crit damage bonus for attack damage. Now you could use a prime quiver, but these are so fucking expensive with the right mods that there's no point. I'm not spending 10 div just for this 30% extra attack speed. Like the attack speed I have right now is just fine to me. It's 1.76, which is it's fine. Anything under that, it's not fine. I'll be honest, if you've got under 57 sec and 1.76, you're fucked. It just feels bad, and you're gonna die because of that. You need decent attack speed if you don't want to die. Because the more you freeze, the more you hit enemies, the more you kill them quick. Because when there are so many enemies, I mean, you kill them quick, but like they spawn so fast, and the freezing mark is just not instant. It's not something that just booms the whole breach, you know. It chains, so it's like bam 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 bam. But herald is kaboom, you see. So yeah. But going back to damage, we do get a nice amount of damage once we get all the bonuses. I believe I got it to like 1 mil. So every projectile does like 1 mil, which is pretty insane once you add everything up. I'm not sure it would be that right now because I did switch around my setup. Oh yeah, the attack speed. I do have less attack speed. I believe I had 2.3, 2.2 with Huawei. So yeah, Huawei is good, but I like resistance is better. And rarity. All right, so I think I've talked about it enough. You understand attack. I'll show you the gems. Shattering concoction. We have projectiles, attack speed, ice bite. Because I'm using potential on here, I don't have 5th slot, so because it's too expensive. We use ice bite, which procs always, so we basically always get it. And then more extra damage. It's cold and +1. Cast on freeze, freezing mark, ambush, overabundance, potential. I didn't show it earlier. We do have Eye of Winter for bosses, but honestly, I just never bother casting it. Maybe against the pinnacle bosses, you need to do that though. This gives like 10% flat crit, I believe, which is pretty. Is that right? 20 times, yeah, that's it. So you get 10% flat crit on top, which helps a lot. I use Pierce. I don't know. You use anything you want. With Unleash is pretty good. Arcane Tempo too. All right, so now spirit wise, you do need spirit on your body and amulet. I had Venters before, which give you spirit. You can fix your spirit like that. Or like corrupted implicit on helmet, but these are so expensive, I would not recommend. But Venters can be your friends, or because with Venters, what you can do is get this and that. So, I mean, it's nice, and you get rarity. But yeah, it can be a bit annoying with the resistances and stuff. And these are giving me some nice stuff that I want. Alright, so Combat Frenzy. I mean, you don't need this. It's just nice. It's the only thing you can use with this. It's like specific. Alchemist Spoon. It's needed for your. Actually, since I didn't have those like this though before. Nah, you need it. You actually need it. Otherwise, I mean, you don't absolutely need it, but it's just much better with it. Wind Dancer, obviously, because we got evasion. Ghost Dance you use on bosses. Again, I don't recommend my setup on bosses, but it works if you're good at the game. Grim Feast is absolute must for this, because we're getting a decent health pool. I think max hit you can take with max reds is 4,000, so with this we get 4.6k. But you do die sometimes if there are too many mobs and the game just doesn't understand you're attacking and doing damage, or just slowing you down, so you do die sometimes. Charge infusion is nice. Thing is, we don't keep the charges enough to actually do something with this. If you get a low enough charge infusion, it consumes the charges every 4.2 or 3 seconds, I believe. And so you could use this as your charge consumer, but you'd still get like 0.3 seconds off. But overall, you'd get the buffs often enough. The thing is that lower level means you're getting lower bonuses. And so these are decent. Right now they're pretty good. But once you get down this this gem, like more crit hit goes to like 11, I believe, and like skill speed goes to like 5 or 6. It's really bad, and it's not useful. So I wish there was a way to make it consume charges, like quicker, because then we don't have to consume the charges, and we do generate charges often enough that this can stay up all the time. I have not found a way. I don't know how you can make this work. You need something like faster effects. I don't know, because you do have slower debuffs, slower, or like things expire slower. I don't know, but we need this to consume like much more faster. I wish there was like some skill gem that gives like increased effect of bonuses but consumes charges twice as fast, or something like that. If you find something, tell me, because these bonuses are actually insane if you get them all the time. These are more bonuses, not increased. So it shows. But yeah, right now I'm not using it because I can't get it consistently. I just can't. But it's still nice, and I don't have the spirit right now because I switched my setup around. But I did have it before. Alright, so that's it for the gems. I did want to talk about the mana. Cast on Freezing Mark uses a lot of mana when it chains. It's not like it uses 94 mana and then it starts chaining. Oh, it's like every time it chains, it's 94 mana out of you. And so you want mana in, and you can get it on tree with Siphon. It's 2 skill points. But so the problem with this is that you don't have a lot of mana. And well, I do have mana because of this ring, which gives like 214 mana. But you usually don't get mana with this. So 2% is like 20 on kill, about that, maybe less. So a way to fix that and save 2 skill points is getting it on ring or gloves. I got on my ring, 32 mana per enemy killed. It's more than enough, and it works for almost everything. Maybe in super cracked out breaches with monster pack, magic pack size and everything, you run out of mana. But I mean, you could use it with this. There are other ways you can use recover mana on killed jewels. Here, like recover. Where is it? Am I blind? Oh, recover mana on kill. Get 2% here. Oh, that's so good. What? How's this one exalt? This guy's getting spammed. But yeah, you can get 2% on jewels. Just get a bunch of jewels, and it's fixed. So that's it. That's it for the build. Just stack resistances and gear. 3 res, 2 res. I have 3 res from this, basically. I've had this for so long, bro. But it's just a lucky corruption. Yep, get spirit here, and oh yeah. 3 level of all projectile skills is very important on the amulet. I'm using I'm allocating barbaric strength, which is here. It gives you 45% increased crit damage bonus. I think it's big. It is very big. I've seen people use this one, which is my bad. I've seen people use this one, which it's cheap. It's if you need crit chance, just use that. I don't need more crit chance. I'm comfortable doing whenever. but it's still nice. It's a nice thing. But I want more crit bonus. I want those one shots. Yep, I believe that's all. Is there anything else? Maybe the quiver, if you don't... Oh, one thing to note is widowhail. When you're buying widowhail, you want... So basically every 50% of increased bonuses gained from a quiver, you get +1 level. Because basically every time the +2 level of all projectile skills gets increased by 50%, it goes like 1 extra, you know, because 50% of 2 is 1. So we get +1 level of freezing concoction every time we hit a 50% increase effect from quiver. Now we get 80% from this, I believe, right? 30, yeah. We get 80% from this thing, and then we get, sadly, 269% from this, which makes us need 1 more point to get that extra level. So I do have to use a stupid increased, I believe it's this one. Yeah. Increased bonuses gained from equipped quiver. If you get a 271, you don't need this because you'll get the extra level. But of course, if you're scaling super late game, you want a bunch of these, but they cost a bunch. And good luck getting them with them. Actually, if you're super scaling, you've got Adorned, and you've got these increased bonuses gained from a quiver, a uncorrupted magic jewels. But this is not this build. I don't care past the point of what it's like right now. I'm not gonna farm for days just making it the strongest thing in the game. That's not my fun. I just want to make things work, and yeah, just enjoy the gameplay. That's the most important part. I can't say I'm enjoying this gameplay the most, but I like it. I think it's cool, so that's why I'm showing it. It's mostly because of the consuming charges, and I think I'm not doing it the best way, but I think it has potential, and so I want people to see this and be like, yo, you could use this thing. And yeah, so of course I'm not selling anything from this. It's just staying on the side while I play something else. But yeah, I'll just show it. It's time for actually showing what it's like. We can get anything, really. I think this... I'm doing tier 16. I don't care. It's just some random map. I might actually die for this. Didn't see anything. Oh. Yeah, I'm lagging a bit. I'm gonna need...
What luck? Bones to dust.
Alright, so that's a map. Took me some time, but that was some time because I had to fix the stupid lag. But yeah, that's Shattering Concoction. You can... So, Shattering Concoction is good because you can use you have more crit chance than all the others. And you also can use cast on freeze super quick. But if you want more damage, you can use the fulminating concoction, which is the shock one. Yeah, the electric one. And the lightning one, I was sorry. But yeah, you can stack shock and lightning exposure and just do better crits in the end. That's just an extra multiplier on your crits, which is pretty good. And you can get magnitude of shock and whatever, so you can scale the damage insanely well. Thing is, you need if you want a good clearer, you can also get Doriani's for lightning. Yeah, so you can get a bunch more damage using lightning, but you have less crit chance. So I mean, this one is a bit better, I guess, and it's the defense is pretty good too, because when you freeze mobs, they don't do damage, they don't do stupid unhit effects, or just that their mods don't matter much if you're freezing them. And cast on freeze procs so quickly compared to like cast on shock. And cast on shock, you'd use voltaic mark instead of freezing mark, and it's just not as good, but it's still pretty good. But yeah, so if you're playing this, I would recommend going defense, not bother with CI, just get chaos, resistance, fill all your res, don't play rarity, because just play for fun, bro. And yeah, I'm playing rarity because I just need to farm for other characters to help me out a bit. But yeah, don't play rarity. If you want to main this, just get defenses, get higher evasion, higher like without this you're pretty good. If I just do this, like your life pool goes so much higher by doing this. You're immune, like all the basic stuns. You don't get stunned by basic attacks that go through your evasion. Yeah, and just go lightning, maybe go Doriani's as chess play, or not, I don't know. But yeah, I hope this gives you ideas or just guidelines, I don't know. But this is my version of Shattering Concussion on a budget. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again in a not so far future for other sick builds. And I don't do meta builds, okay? I'm not gonna do meta builds videos. I might play them, but I'm not gonna do videos on them because so many people do videos on them. And I'm not gonna yap on them because there's no need. But I like yapping on this because I like built this kind of by myself, which is why it's scuffed. I did take inspiration from the guy that was doing Freezing Mark. So my tree kind of looks similar, but yeah, I try to make my own shit. Voila.